Hey, I'm Brett. Some people call me the Amtrekker. Really, I'm just a guy with a list. I left my home, I left my job, and now I'm traveling the country with nothing but a backpack full of technology and a whole lot of faith in the kindness of strangers. I don't spend any money on lodging, which makes for some interesting nights, and I'm not going home until everything is crossed off the list. Call me a nomad, call me a vagrant, or call me Amtrekker. Hey team, welcome to Amtrekker. I asked you guys where I should be for Halloween and you said Salem, Massachusetts, and here I am in Salem, Massachusetts. We're actually out on the periphery of the madness right now, but there's about 100,000 people here. This is one of them, and it's wall to wall when you get downtown. There's fireworks going off in the background. There's zombies wandering around everywhere. There's a haunted mansion. There's actually
parades,
parades. There's several of those haunted houses, and this is my co-host tonight. Her name is Elizabeth, and how did we meet?
We met through a friend of mine, George, and his friends Mike and Aaron, with whom you stayed when you came to Boston.
That's right, Michael, George, and Aaron. They're three guys that take care of me every time I'm anywhere near Boston. I actually met them on this trip through couchsurfing.com, which is an awesome way to travel if you guys haven't checked it out yet. And what are you dressed as today, Elizabeth?
I'm dressed as a flying pig. Anything can happen on Halloween.
That's a great line. So I'm of course Quail Man from Doug fame, and I put this costume together in 15 minutes for $5.40. There's this incredible place in Boston called the Garment District. It's actually a store, not a district, but there's clothes laying all over the place, and you just pick out whatever you want right up off the floor, and they sell them by the pound. So the only downside that I could see is that I probably just contracted some extraordinarily virulent form of herpes just by wearing these clothes. But
maybe
on the upside, we're in Salem, we're gonna have a good time, and you guys should stay tuned. Everything you know about Halloween in Salem in 3 words.
Wow, wow, wow.
Here's what I want to know. I want to know everything that you know about Salem, since you're the man with the travel book, in 3 words. Go.
Quail Man?
Where's Jackson Square?
Tell me, how do you guys get together to make this happen? This is amazing. Anyone? Well, obviously you're in charge, right?
I am in charge. I'm actually a freelance costume designer, and I get my friends every year to get together and we do a big group costume. We've done a lot in the past, and this year we decided to go retro and do an 80s theme. So we picked He-Man. So
I'm loving it. You guys all know who you are, right? Can we do a quick shout out for people not in the know?
Yibbeline.
He-Man.
Beastman.
Orko.
You can't talk. You're cheating.
Skeletor.
And the sorceress.
Nice. Nicely done, guys. So who were you last year?
Last year we were the X-Men.
Oh, that's kind of cool, but I'm going to say not as cool as the Masters of the Universe.
That's cool. We try to do it up each year, so next year's going to be even bigger.
I'm so impressed. Beastman looks like he has something to say.
I always have something to say. Right now I'm a little bit hungry.
Yeah, I'm not feeling good about being a quail right now. I'm going to let these guys go. So, Kurt, what do you think about Salem for Halloween?
I mean, I come here every year. I come out of hibernation for a little while. It's okay, you know. I just come as I am.
The best thing I seen last year was someone getting stabbed with the ambulance coming for 2 people that were almost dying.
Really, that was the best thing you saw? So
Yeah,
everything else you saw was worse than some dude getting stabbed and an ambulance coming? All right, guys, what do you have to say about Salem?
It's awesome.
I have 2 questions for you guys, okay?
Yes.
1, what did you guys think of Halloween in Salem?
Always awesome.
Cool. Very cool.
Okay, and my second question, how do I leave this city?
Same way you came in.
With a lot of luck.
All of these people want to get on that train right there to leave Salem right now. We'll see how long that takes. Sorry it took me so long to get this podcast out, guys. I totally dropped the ball in the closing that I filmed with Elizabeth and forgot to record the audio. So I'm retarded. Let's move on. Thanks so much for everyone that sent in recommendations for where I should go for Halloween. Salem was awesome, and I had a great time. And the only downside I would say is that they kick everyone out of the entire town at 10:30. The police move through, and no one is allowed around anymore, which seems like kind of a strange thing to do for Halloween. But if that's their thing, that's their thing. And speaking of people sending in things to the website, let's just go straight to the email this week, which is from George in Boston, who you guys have probably heard of. This one says, A, I would like to see you and love you and hug you and take you home with me. B, I have a question I would like you to read on the next podcast. C, the question will be the next bullet point. D, what do the 5 W's and H stand for in your email address, and what's the freaking significance of them? And E, word. So, I would love to tell you guys what the 5 W's and the H stand for, but I think you should already know them. So, I've already given away my last pair of shoelaces to someone who you'll see in an upcoming podcast, but I have a brand new pair now, and those will go to the first person that send a video explaining what the 5 W's and the H stand for to www.amtrekker.com. 5 W's and an H. And if you're a friend on MySpace at myspace.com/Amtrekker, you get a bulletin every time something new and exciting is going on over at the site, which lately has been every single day. And don't forget to check out www.amtrekker.com, which is where said fun and excitement is happening. Besides that, go subscribe to the podcast on iTunes if you haven't already, and don't forget to write a glowing review. And I will leave you with this picture from Adam in Toronto, who dressed up as Facebook for Halloween, which is pretty cool in and of itself, but one of his groups was Amtrekker. Check it out, and I'm done. Thanks, team.